What's good, y'all? How y'all doing? We about to do a quick little chit chat to get ready with me. I'm gonna take some pictures for the gram or whatever. And please excuse Say, she's outside my door. Do not let her into my room because cat hair is a ridiculous allergen for me for the most part. Even though my allergy test these days says that I'm not allergic to cats anymore, I'm still very, very cautious with it. So if you guys are not aware, even though I wear lashes a lot, I don't wear any foundation or anything like that. So we're just gonna do lashes and we're gonna do some gloss. As for my face, I already went in with my handy dandy oil. So I use Kiehl's Cannabis Sativa seed oil herbal concentrate, and I use some hyaluronic, am I saying that right? Hyaluronic acid and rosehip oil. Sometimes I use some other ones, but I got all of these at Dollar Tree right here. This I didn't. Shout out to my best friend Jess. She works at a lab, so she gets a lot of these for me for the low, or at least for the free. So I use this a lot. This is actually pretty pricey. I ain't even gonna stunt. I'm gonna link it down below, but it's amazing. I usually use oils on my face instead of lotions, mainly because I feel like lotions can sometimes clog your pores depending on the lotion, and also it is pouring outside, so that's why I didn't want to wear like any makeup, foundation, or even like tinted moisturizer, because not only do I not really need it, but like I'm just doing some like really basic ass photos. And I just got my hair done, so I feel like my face is really popping 10 right now. So we're just gonna do some basic shit. I'm gonna be running a lot of errands. I'm gonna be filming a lot of videos, so it's like I don't really feel like I have to put a lot on my face. I have a lot of my makeup in here because I did not unpack yet from Georgia when I went to YouTube Black, so I don't feel like doing all that goofy shit right now. So we're just gonna pull some shit from here and there because my stuff is all over the place right now. Like it's all over. So I just wanted to sit down, have a chit chat with y'all, because I realize a lot of these men these days are so fucking feminine, and I just wanted to talk about it because like I have a lot of like girls like writing into me and like hitting me up on DM, and what is up with my little light on my vanity? It's not working. Oh my god, there's no way that this battery is already like done up because it's been a while, but it's not, it hasn't been that long. Sad life. Actually, I don't really like this mascara that much. There's another mascara I'll be using. So yeah, today we're gonna be talking about why men are so feminine these days, why a lot of these men is bitch made, and in retrospect, why a lot of women are so masculine, right? So mainly we're gonna touch on why men are so feminine. I'll probably do another video on why women are so masculine, because I see there's a lot of roles that are reversing, and I think it's very important to talk about because for the most part, I feel like we are doomed. I will say, I feel like we're doomed because a lot of these like people these days, a lot of men and women are failing to realizing that this is going to a spiral that a lot of us are not gonna want to see go to where it's headed. Like this shit is getting out of hand, and a lot of people want to sit here and blame the media. They want to blame, you know, music and mainstream, and it's just like I feel like it's a lot more than that. Like we can't just be like, oh, it's the music, it's politics, you know, it's an agenda, because I really don't think that's what it is. So comment down below, what do you really think it is? Because I feel like it's a lot more than that. Like if it was just the media and it was propaganda, don't you think this would have been happening a lot more frequently? Don't you think this would have been something we would have saw a long time ago? Like I feel like people just are so quick to blame the media and shit because they refuse to take responsibility for themselves, okay? Especially black men. So the main reason I really wanted to talk about this is because a few years ago I got into a whole argument with a man in a bar, and I almost, did I get thrown out the bar? I don't remember, but nonetheless, I got into a whole argument with a man at the bar because he was basically arguing with me that, you know, I should not be supporting LGBTQIA rights and I shouldn't be friends with gay people because they're the reason that black men are so feminine, okay? Black men are so feminine and black men are not as manly anymore, and men in general are way more feminine now because of this agenda that the LGBTQIA are now on. That's why we see so much more LGBTQIA out there. LGBTQIA people are now out here trying to make everyone gay, and I was just like, sir, you sound ridiculous as hell. Like when I'm telling you, I went in on this man. Like I was literally like about to throw my drink at him. If you know anything about me, I love my liquor. You know anything about me, I do not waste liquor, especially not on no ignorant fools. Like I was like, sir, if you don't shut the fuck up. Like I don't even remember what sparked the conversation, to be honest with you, but like the man definitely like was disturbing my peace. I was not talking to the man. I would literally, like, it was like literally me and my friend were just sitting at the bar, and then he just came out of nowhere like, oh, do you listen to rap music? And I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, what do you think about this LGBTQIA agenda they got out here with these black men? And then all of a sudden he just started coming at gay people. And I'm like, what you're not gonna do is antagonize gay people in my face out of nowhere when this had nothing to do with the conversation. So it was just a whole thing, and ever since then it just stuck in my head, and I just all of a sudden started seeing people like, oh, black men especially just so much more feminine, and men in general, you know, they're becoming sissies and da. And I will say, especially when I was single, I realized men have become so much more feminine. I'm like, why is that? Why are men so much more feminine? Why does it seem like they're big bitches? Like, this is, I can't even say it in a nice way. Like, I have to say it the way it is. Like, I do feel like men are a lot more feminine. I do feel like these days, like, it's women holding down the fort. So there's a lot of ways we could come with this, right? We could talk about it from a way of women are the ones that are heading the households. We could talk about this from a way of women are the ones that are speaking up for themselves, and men are just, you know, standing by the wayside, not talking about black issues. We could talk about this from different angles. In dating situations, they're the ones that's picking up the bills while men are sitting there like, well, y'all want to be independent. Like, so I'm gonna go from this in a way of a more generalized sense, but I'm gonna start off with the whole idea of men are just way more sensitive, and they don't ever speak up for black issues anymore. I feel like black women are the one that you see that have the channels and the voices and the platforms that are speaking up for black issues. And I find that way more strange than anything, because as you saw, let me not even say, because civil rights movements were mainly started by black women too. Rosa Parks. Of course, there's black men heading it after the fact, right? But like, they had way more of a say, you know, they were leading things. Now it's like reverse. Like, it's like you see more women speaking up when things happen. You see way more women having a role in things and saying things and speaking up. And it's like, what the fuck happened? Like, where are the men? Where are the black men? You know? And even like, if we're not even talking about a race thing, it's like, what do men do except for fucking play video games, bitch cry and complain, and talk about bitches all day? You know? Like, what are y'all doing? It's as if like men just don't care to do anything anymore. It's as if men have just left women to do all of the work. And I'm trying to understand, like, who's the blame for this? Do we blame fathers for leaving the children? Do we blame women for babying their sons? Do we blame the men themselves for just not picking up the torch? Because at this point, I don't know. Because a lot of people would argue, well, it just goes back to women. Because at the end of the day, who raised them? And low key, I kind of agree with it, because especially growing up in a Haitian neighborhood, in a Haitian household, and around a lot of Haitians, this is something I've seen my whole life. So many of y'all Haitians, y'all raise y'all fucking sons to be the most fucking irresponsible men on this earth. I'm telling you right now, if you ever dated a Haitian man and you're not Haitian, God bless you. Because if you're not a Haitian woman, it's gonna be very difficult to deal with them. They are so coddled. They are so fucking like, and it's crazy because I love my Haitian men, I really do. But if you're not Haitian, you're not gonna know how to deal with them, because they're ridiculous. They don't know how to take responsibility for their actions. Their families, yo, they could literally get away with murder. They could kill somebody and their family's gonna sit there and be like, oh no, well, they were starting with them. Oh no, well, I guarantee you it was their fault. Oh no, well, they didn't do anything. Oh, America's always trying to hold down a black man. Black men don't do nothing. Oh, it's because they're Haitian. That's why they hate them so much. I warned you. When it comes to Haitian men, their mothers are literally going to say that they did absolutely no wrong. And it's funny because my dad, like, he's always been an advocate of, I don't want no sons. Haitian men, boys in general, they're horrible. He's always said that. He's always been an advocate of, I don't want no sons. I don't want no sons. Boys are horrible. I never understood it until I started getting older, and I'm like, damn. But I'm always like, damn, I always wanted a boy. I mean, I don't really care. Whatever God blesses me with, I'll be happy, to be honest. But like, my dad's always been like, I don't want no boys. Boys are horrible. But I'm like, damn, you're a boy. But then I'm like, he ain't shit either. So we all know. We saw the story times with my sister. If you ain't see those, go check them out. But like, it's crazy because it's like, yo, boys really get coddled like hella in the Haitian community. Like, it's absurd. Like, it's absurd. A lot of these Haitian boys, they don't know how to cook, they don't know how to clean, they don't know how to do anything for themselves. And it's because not only are they not taught, but they're not expected to. And then when they get married, oh my God, God bless their wives. God bless their wives. God bless their wives if they're not Haitian. And then you have the reverse of those families where God bless them if they are Haitian, because there's a lot of these families that expect their sons to marry outside of the Haitian race. Oh, I said race. Oh my God, mistake. There's a lot of these Haitian families that expect their Haitian sons or whatever to marry outside of the Haitian ethnicity pool. Okay, they want their sons to bring home Hispanic woman, white woman, anything but a Haitian woman. So then when they bring home Haitian woman, oh my God, that girl gonna have hell to pay. Or if they do bring home a Haitian woman, they expect her to be like a very traditional one, or they expect to treat her like trash, or they expect to treat her like a fucking slave because, oh yeah, your Haitian bitch will prove it. Like, it's crazy out here. It really is. And it's like, yo, and then like they expect her to be the traditional woman, but God forbid, like, but they don't expect this son to be a traditional Haitian man though. They don't expect him to uphold the standard of what a traditional Haitian man shall be. Okay, they expect her to do all the traditional Haitian woman shit, but they don't expect him to do all the traditional Haitian man shit except for cheat and have multiple fucking families and help him uphold them damn Haitian families. Okay, have the 6, 8, 25 Haitian babies and the 8 Haitian wives that he takes care of via WhatsApp, and then they're gonna be cool with all them damn Haitian wives and act like they ain't know about it. I bet you they hold up that tradition though. Oh my God, it's just insane. And then when it comes to the sensitivity part, when they get caught, they sitting here bitching, crying, complaining to everybody that they didn't do nothing, it wasn't them. It's insane. And they're always playing victim. This is the thing I can't stand about men these days. It's the victim mentality. They're always sitting here, oh, it wasn't me, oh, I didn't do it. Why is everybody always trying to bring men down? It's the feminist movement, it's the this and that movement. It's like, what does femininity have anything to do with this? Like, if you ain't shit, just say you ain't shit. We know you ain't shit, but you don't have to say that it has anything to do with feminism. And that brings me to my next point. I feel like a lot of men feel like, since there's now movements for women, right? Since we now fight for our rights, since we now have things for us, right? Things to speak up for us, since we now have these things put in place for us, now, oh well, you know, we don't have to speak up for women, you know, now the women are out here, you know, they're advocating for this, that, and the third. We don't have to do anything. Bitch, you're still a human, you still live on this earth, you still have to speak up for things that pertain to you. Like, it doesn't make sense. I feel like that's really what it is. I feel like they're like, okay, well, they're advocating for equal pay. Oh, you know, well, there's movements now. They're getting this, they're getting that. Oh, why they need us for? I really feel like that's genuinely what it is. I think that's why now there's all these men that's like, oh, why I gotta pay for the first date? Why I gotta pay for that? Why I gotta do this? Why I gotta show up for that? Why I gotta speak up when this happens? It's like, I feel like now they're just like, okay, we gonna meet them where they at. And this is why I told y'all motherfuckers, y'all gotta stop this whole I'm black and independent shit. Oh, I'm an independent woman shit. Oh, I'm a this, I'm a that. You are, but you need to stop saying that shit where it suits you. Okay? You either gotta be all in, you gotta be all out, or you just gotta, like, the thing is, we all know that we're independent, right? I think like everybody knows, oh yeah, you're independent. But like when you just like start wearing that shit on your chest like you superwoman, people gonna start seeing it. Like, yeah, okay, you independent, bye bitch. That's the problem. And this is the thing. That shit gonna start biting us in the butt. And I think that's the problem. Now it's starting to bite us in the butt. Because now these niggas becoming real sensitive. It's like, okay, you're independent, well, I don't have to pay for your food. You're independent, well, I don't have to advocate for you when people are killing you. Oh, okay, well, you're independent, well, that means I don't have to be there. I don't have to say anything. What you need me for. Whether we're talking about black men, Hispanic men, white men, Asian men, whatever. I think that's what it is. I think now it's like, okay, well, they have all these movements. They speak for themselves. What do they need us for? I feel like now these motherfuckers just don't feel like they're needed. That's just the problem is they just so goddamn sensitive because they're like, oh, well, they don't need us no more. Even like niggas that I'm related to, niggas that I'm cool with, like they be acting the same type of way. Like niggas that I have no romantic anything to, no romantic ties to, be acting that way. And it's like, bitch, if you don't hold that door for me, like it's really ridiculous. I learned that a long time ago. Men just like feeling needed. And I feel like this whole idea of them becoming so sensitive and like bitching about everything that doesn't even make sense to us is the fact that they just feel like they're not needed, right? They can bitch, cry, and complain like crybabies. They're like, okay, so yeah, we're gonna do what we want. That's basically what it is. They're like, yeah, y'all don't need us. Why we gotta this? Why we gotta that? And since now we have all these, things in place and all these terms to describe how they've treated us all these years, now they're just like, okay, well, since I was being macho, since I was being toxic, and this was toxic masculinity, and you guys want us to be more sensitive, now they're mixing up. Remember how back in the day, women used to be like, I like my man more sensitive, you know? I like my man to actually care. And all that goofy shit women used to say back in the day. Now, I think they mix that up with being a bitch. Like, I don't want my man to throw me around and be an asshole. You know, I don't want my man to be a hood nigga for real, because if that's the case, I can go to the hood. Let me stop, my man from the hood. We both from the hood. We both from the same neighborhood. But that's not the point. Like, I don't want a hood thug nigga that's been to jail. Like, I don't want all that. I'm college educated. I do not want a thug, okay? But I'm saying, though, like, I feel like they kind of misconstrued our words, okay? We didn't want no sensitive nigga. Like, we didn't want no crybabies, okay? Like, these men becoming crybabies. Not only are they coming to us wanting a mamba, okay, wanting people to enable their behavior, but they're coming to us literally bitching, crying, complaining about shit that don't make sense, not defending a goddamn thing, not defending their own races, not defending freaking human decency. And then on top of that, they're bitch made with a bitch that defend everything they do, aka they mamas. And then they want us to be they mamas. Come on now. Why is it that this eye always comes out better than this eye? Now, I wanted to do a red lip, so I think I'm gonna do a red lip, but I also want to do a purple lip because I know it's gonna be very different and it really like pops. So the red lip really matches the shirt. The purple lip is very, very different. Let's try the purple first. So another reason I feel like men are very, very sensitive is because I feel like men have evolved a lot more than us without evolving more than us. So I've made this point a lot of times on my main channel. Go subscribe to the main channel if you haven't yet. I feel like women have been forced to evolve in different ways, mainly because of the changes throughout the history, right? I feel like, you know, we haven't been allowed to wear specific types of clothes, allowed to evolve in terms of voting, socially, economically, educationally. So we've been forced to do certain types of changes in terms of like on the outside and the inside, right? But men, on the other hand, they were forced to change a different type of way that a lot of us didn't necessarily see. They were able to change more on a social playing field. We were forced to change on other facets that they were able to normally function that we weren't able to function at. So now it's like they're able to function on a, how do I say, a telepathic wave? I don't know. Does that sound crazy to y'all? Just how like, you see how like men could peep a game and we don't peep the same game that they peep, and how like we're kind of low-key, high-key. I don't care if y'all want to agree or not, but we all know it's true without saying it's true. Like, you see how like we're kind of assholes to each other as women. Like, we have this whole idea of like, oh, that girl can't sit with us. We have a lot of women, believe it or not, we have mean girl behavior towards one another. We have mean girl behavior. We have this whole idea of, I don't like her, she don't like me, no new friends. Men don't have that behavior. Men usually tend to stick together, and even if men don't like each other, it's usually not a forever thing. If men fight about something, they get over it fairly quickly. They don't hold petty grudges against one another. And even if we're talking about dating, men usually can seek us out really quickly regarding if a woman has a man or not, if a woman's fighting with her boyfriend or not. They could smell weakness from across the room. They know what girl to try, they know what girl not to try. Like, it's very interesting. It's as if like they have like a telepathy type of situation going on, like in their mind. Just like how women, clearly we not on that same type of frequency. We're just not. We not. The only type of frequency we have is that bitch can't sit with us. It's true. She can't sit with us. I don't like a vibe. Some women, I can say, do have a more heightened frequency and more of a vibe and are nice. Okay, I'm not saying it's all of us, but even I can say sometimes I'm a bitch. I don't want a bitch sitting with me, and a lot of it has to do with trauma. You know, a lot of us, we've had really bad experiences with people. We've had really bad experiences with you know, with certain people, and it's like, yo, I don't want no new friends, no. I'll cheat a lot, boozing, like, fuck it, like, it is what it is. Men don't have that. Men, it's like they're very open to one another. They don't give a shit. A man is a man for them, and it's like, hey bro, whatever, sit over here, bro. Like, they're very cool, you know, unless like it's really something serious. They're very cool with one another. I feel like for men, it's like they've evolved to a way where it's like they know how to act accordingly for certain ways, for certain reasons, on a certain type of, how do I explain it? They know how to act in a way that benefits them as a whole. This might be so far-fetched. This is a theory, okay? I feel like they in they shit where they're like, yeah, we're just gonna collectively act this way because we know that they on some shit. Okay, and that brings me to that video that I made recently on my channel about the soft girl era, okay? We see all these dumb bitches, okay? And I say dumb bitches strongly, okay? I'm not gonna protect none of y'all whose feelings. I'm tired of these eras that y'all doing. Now I'm hearing there's a worm girl era. I'm not about to look into it because you guys are fucking dumb. All of these women are out here trying to portray themselves as something that they not to get men's attention. Y'all acting like y'all in eras, acting like y'all trying to do shit, but these men are on to game. What did I just say? These men are smart. They're smarter than they look, okay? They're not stupid. Onto these games that we're playing, okay? They know that, oh, okay, this bitch about to be soft for today. She's not gonna be soft for tomorrow. So I'm just gonna get what I can get from her. Next thing you know, you making a YouTube video about how this man played you because you try to throw on a soft voice when you know you're not a soft bitch, okay? So now all of a sudden niggas ain't shit but hoes and trick. You're confused because a nigga is you know, flipping the game on you. This is the thing. I'm beginning to think that these men are collectively acting stupid now, okay? They're collectively acting sensitive because now we're collectively acting soft, okay? We're collectively acting like, you know, we're gonna stop being all hard and masculine or whatever the case may be. And it's like, how about if they're literally playing the same game a lot of these women are now? Like, how about if they're playing the same games we are? Since we want to act like we're soft, they're trying to act like they're sensitive. And I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. Maybe they're having a soft boy era. We don't know nothing about it. Yo, maybe the joke's on us. We think they being soft and sensitive. I don't think so now. I'm like, yo, they probably playing games with us. Because think about it. First of all, we air out our business too much, guys. Myself included. And this is why I only tell old stories. I don't tell new stories because, I mean, yeah, I rarely ever tell a story when something first happens because of the reasons like this. We be quick. Oh, this bitch pissed me off. Roommate story. We be telling all our secrets. We be telling all our moves just like that. Men don't do that. You don't see men talk about some roommate horror story. You don't tell men, you don't see men sitting there like, oh, cutting off my best friend of 8 years. You don't see men doing those. You always see women telling them stories. Women, we tell all the fucking tea. That's why men know all our fucking moves. That's why men be doing all this goofy shit to us because we stupid. We stupid, we stupid, we stupid. That's why they always know what the fuck we gonna do next. That shit just occurred to me the other day. I was like, yo, we need to stop doing that. We giving them all the tea. We giving them everything that we gonna do. This is why they're able to know and see what we gonna do all the time. It's just so simple. Like, we're kind of basic bitches now. We're sitting ducks. This is what girls do when they're mad. This is how girls act. This is basically what it is. Like, all the tea is on the internet for these hoes. Okay, these hoe ass niggas. I have to call them hoes now because now they acting all sensitive. But I don't know if is it true? Is it real? Is it not? Another plausible explanation could be the fact that since a lot of women are kind of taking the forefront in the household, that, you know, I mean, they doing what they gotta do. A lot of women, they are forced to take care of their children by themselves because men are leaving their children. We don't know why. I'm not even about to go down the list of why that can be. But, you know, there's a lot of men that just don't want to take care of their kids because either the woman is too difficult. Because, I mean, let's be real, homicide, a lot of things happen. Men do get sick and die. Maybe someone's forced to move away. There's a lot of reasons, okay? Let's just say there's a lot of reasons why someone would be forced to raise their child alone. So women are forced to go to school, go to work, take care of their child by themselves, or children by themselves. So now, if that woman does choose to date, she's forced to be in a more masculine role, and she gonna have to find a man to fulfill whatever it is that she got going on. He's gonna have to fit into that role. And a lot of men either don't like that and step away from it, or they just adjust to it. And understand, as much as a lot of y'all may be watching this like, that don't make no sense. Why can't he just accept that shit instead of being sensitive about it and catching feelings? A man is man. Okay, the thing is, men are not like women. Men don't just adjust like us. Men are men. My dad was a house husband for a long time when he couldn't work while my mom was working, and everything was fine. Most men, they wouldn't feel comfortable. You know, my dad was out here cleaning and cooking and my mom was working. It was a good dynamic. Some people could do that. A lot of people would be like, no, I'm not comfortable with my wife working. Some people would not be like, I'm not comfortable with my wife working while I'm not working. It all depends on the person. Some men, they're just very much so, I'm the breadwinner, my wife can't work at all. I'm the breadwinner, I can't be not working while my wife is working. Some people are very much so, yeah, I can't be the one cooking and cleaning whatsoever. I don't give a fuck who's working, who's not working. You know, and it is a toxic mindset, but that's just how the world is right now, where a lot of men are just very, very fucked. Okay, just like there's a lot of men that feel like, you know, they're very sensitive to their, you know, significant other working certain jobs. They don't think that the woman that they date should be doing bottle service, should be doing sex work, should be stripping, should be dancing, should be any of that, because it's like, yeah, no, I don't want other men looking at my woman. Some men won't even date an influencer because it's like there's too many eyes on my woman. And to be honest, that's fair, because let's be real, a lot of women wouldn't even want to date an influencer that was a man, because a lot of y'all can't even go 2 seconds without looking at y'all man's phone. Now imagine dating an influencer that's a man, and that's literally hundreds of thousands of women that have access to your man. So I don't even want to hear it. Like, you know, a lot of y'all might literally hear it, you know, on the other end, like, oh, that's so insecure. But like, when you really think about it, dating a man that's an influencer, that's even worse. It's just, you don't see many men that are influencers, because it's not easy for a man to be an influencer, to be honest with you. It's actually a little bit harder for men. It's very woman dominated. It's a lot to be an influencer. So, and it's a lot to date an influencer. A lot of people are not comfortable with, you know, people that they date being influencers. Side note, for those of you guys that want to be influencers, yo, you got to think about it. Is your significant other gonna be cool with that? You know? And it's not even like, you guys might think, oh, you know, I'm just a cooking influencer. It's just, it's ridiculous how these men be acting, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like a lot of these men, a lot of y'all that have sons, please work on confidence with your sons, because I feel like a lot of that has to do with confidence. If a man doesn't have confidence in himself, or even woman, like if a woman has no confidence in herself, shit like that is really gonna bother her. Because to be honest, I would have no problem dating an influencer, just like how I have no problem like with any of that type of shit. Like, I don't check my nigga's phone, he don't check my phone either. Like, I really don't give a fuck. Like, shit like that don't bother me. Like, I don't care if there's millions of people looking at my man. Like, who cares? That's my nigga. Like, who gives a shit? Like, that's a very valid feeling to have. But at the same time, if that's something that genuinely bothers you and you're like, I'm not gonna date an influencer, that's too many people looking at my man, I think that's a legit problem. That means that's a confidence issue. That's my opinion, and I think that's a valid opinion to have too. I'm not gonna devalidate your feelings, but that's an issue. But it is something to keep in mind. Overall, bottom line, I do feel like a lot of people genuinely are very, very sensitive these days, because they just be getting butthurt over dumb shit, and they be acting like they hurt when they not even hurt. I feel like a lot of it is a facade. A lot of it is something that like it's an internal battle. I don't feel like a lot of it is the media. I feel like a lot of these people are fucking lying. Like, media aware. Okay, media aware. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, they really be talking about something as the media. Like, how? Like, I don't know. I do feel like sometimes like they do be trying to play with us, right? Like, I feel like things be happening in the world, like for real, and then they'll sit there and they like try to distract us with something or a series of things to like not get us to see certain things that are happening. And what the fuck is all of that noise outside? I feel like they just be like, oh, like okay, like this is gonna happen, let's distract the people. I do feel like that is something that happens, but barely. I don't feel like that actually does happen often. Like, I feel like that rarely ever happens. You know, I always hate using these little tongue things. I love using my hands to put on my lashes, because it just always goes on better. It's really pouring outside, so that's why I didn't really want to put anything serious on my face, because yeah, I think we're good. The outfit, we're doing jeans, this melanin shirt, and I have a matching jean jacket with a bunch of pins on it, and then we're gonna do my bodega bubbles. All right, I think the rain stopped for a little bit. Bro, look at all this shit, bro. Look at all this shit. This is from my anniversary trip, YouTube Black, like, combined. And I still have to film. I have to bring my mom to the grocery store. I got a lot of shit to do, so. I get my jacket, my keys. I need to get my tripod. Alright, so got my keys. I need my tripod, and I need one of my clickers. I have them shit all over the house, but I always lose them. Remote. My tripod was in my beach bag, and my beach bag was in one of my duffel bags. Y'all, this shit looks horrible. I wish Sage could unpack for me. I wish I had like a maid that could do this stuff, or like an assistant. All right, this is all we need. I'm done. Let me know what you guys think about everything that we talked about in this video. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, do all that, and let me know if you guys want more Chit-Chat Get Ready With Me videos, whatever. Make sure you guys go down below in my video suggestion form. You guys can suggest any video that you guys want. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm gonna see y'all next time. Bye.